If
Yeah, I'm doing a trade real quick.
click.
Click.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. Today is Friday, September 22nd. 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. And of course, we've got the weekend roundup for you. The list of events going on this weekend coming later on in the show. And of course, we haven't covered it yet. We're going to be covering today release notes. Release 46 notes came out on Wednesday. And, of course, the QA came up. But I wanted to just take a quick bit of time, real quick at the top of the show here today, and just wish my mom the best. She wound up in the hospital yesterday. And, just a simple little thing. She was experiencing some stomach pains. And, she decided just to, call the doctor and, get some advice. And the doctor said, you probably go to the emergency room, which she did. And they're keeping her now through Monday. But come to find she's got a severe case of diverticulitis. For any of you folks out there who know what that is and have dealt with that, it's a real bitch. And perforated colon, which means she's going to have surgery. Now, one of the reasons why I'm mentioning this right off the top is my mom also happens to be a double cancer survivor. And one of the reasons why I'm very, very big and stout supporter of the Airy Fund and a board member, when they asked me to come on board, I readily came on board because helping other people with causes like the Airy Fund does is one of the least things I can do, of course. And, mom being a double cancer survivor, I've been through it. Many people out there in the world have been through some kind of, illness that has affected the family in a way, whether it be cancer, whether it be diabetes, whether it be some kind of medical condition that just, causes, discomfort, causes, life not to be as good as it can be. And this is just a quick reminder. I mean, it's just a big reminder, actually, that, tomorrow is not given to anybody. You never know what's going to happen. Again, this just started with some stomach cramps in the abdomen. And, now, thank goodness that, she heeded those, pains and warnings and got herself to the ER. And it just reminds me that it's never too early to reach out and help. Every little bit counts, and every little bit you do donate does go to causes to help people in need. And this is just, this is something that hits home when something like this happens, especially, to myself or to anybody else in our community. I don't know if anybody saw the post yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. Was 1 year of Lacey's passing from breast cancer. And again, just another reminder of why we do what we do here with the Airy Fund. But with that out of the way, again, we are working to help other gamers in need as we can, and raise money for these charities so that hopefully we can eradicate these diseases sometime in the future. And every little bit helps. So if you got a couple dollars to spare, you got some time to spare to join in one of the events. You've got an event you want to run, go out to the airyfund.org. Check out all the community causes and things that we're doing out there, and definitely become part of the solution. Sitting by idly doesn't do anybody anything. Coming in and just lending a hand, voicing some support goes a long way, whether you realize it or not. So,
and don't forget that, also, if you want to make in-game donations, you can do that out in the town of Airy Cove as well. And
thank you for going there, because I was going to mention that, but go ahead and tell them a little bit about Airy Cove as well.
Well, Airy Cove is a player-owned town that was donated to the Airy Fund as far as management goes. And so that way the Airy Fund has a place to hold events or collect donations. And there is a lot set up out there that has a donation chest to where you can actually go out or a vendor that you can actually go and buy things from that would be considered donations. So that way the Airy Fund can actually use that to provide events in game. But the thing about helping other players is an act of compassion as well as empathy. And I'm glad that your mom has access to healthcare, and I'm glad that she went to the hospital early under that medical advice of, you know what,
absolutely,
you go to the emergency room.
And with healthcare being a big debate on everybody's mind in this country, there are people out there who don't have any. And hopefully, and I'm not going to get into a tirade on that because we can go for weeks on that. But yes, thankfully, she is the owner of her own company with her partners, and they have good health care. They made sure they gave themselves good health care, and just one of them things. So at this point, I'm just going to put a shout out to all of the community members, all of our fans and followers, and anybody else who may be listening to this at this time, to really just stop and think. Give your mom, give your parents a hug, give your wife and loved ones, a couple extra minutes today, and do us a favor if you can, even $1. I'm going to just say, please come out and support Think Pink, because again, as a double cancer survivor, I went through it with Mom, and I'm blessed to have her every day. She's 72 years old. She's a trooper, and this ain't going to stop her by no means. It's going to be a little life altering again once she's through all this. But as always, she will march on, and God bless many, many, many more years ahead of her. So, but breast cancer awareness, I can't ask for anything else. Just get out there, help, donate, and just do a little bit. Every little bit helps. And just remember, to take that time today to spend a little extra time, pick up that phone and call somebody, somebody in the family you've been meaning to talk to, or something like that. So with that all said and out of the way, I wish my mom a very speedy recovery, and thank you for taking the time to sit through my morning intro here. This is we tend to share a little bit of what goes on in our lives, but I can move on to the next hot topic, which is everybody's wondering if Jack's got any this week, but we've got a pool going on, so
he got some.
Moving on to the normal pace of things today.
The real question is, what's going to happen tonight?
Yeah, well, what happened last night. Now we're going to have the Cynicist Chronicles here. We're going to have to start a weekly soap.
New. Yeah, because nothing happened last night.
Speak with authority there, like she actually had some inside scoop or something.
It's obvious.
Yeah, the girls just seem to know. I got a tweet the other day.
Nothing happened.
He must have got laid. He's different today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not gonna do it. He don't kiss and tell. Only when he's kissing me.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, don't forget, of course, today is Friday, and we're going to be expecting the newsletter out today. Keep in mind, free trial is still running throughout the end of next week. Till next Wednesday, I believe it is. Where we'll be getting all the actual official Release 46 info.
Yes, right now we do have the release notes for the feedback request, where Starr is asking for some assistance in editing those documents. And that is actually buried in the forums. In order to find it, you actually have to go to early access testing to Release 46 QA, then to the Release 46 QA feedback forum to find the post. Buried.
And don't forget, as of this past month, the QA and all these release notes are now open to everybody. No longer are they hidden in Dev Plus.
That is correct. So, are you ready for the stand-up corner?
I am as ready as I'm going to be as soon as I hit that refresh button.
Okay, well, don't forget that today is Friday, and the stand-up corner is from yesterday. The stand-up corner is where the devs say in their daily meeting, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the forums, and we get to interpret it so you don't have to. So yesterday's stand-up had, in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
Working on Halloween decorations and marquee dragon support. And agriculture. Damon
Waldron.
Working on the Treacher visual effects, a.k.a. the Reaper.
The Reaper.
And the Reaper statue.
The Reaper.
I think we need a little...
I
think we need a little Don't Fear the Reaper. Do you have any?
That would be a good question for Spiff or List.
Anybody?
I may have it in my, but I don't have my songs up because these guys were here today. So
they've got something. Well, they've got Hot for Teacher or something.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'll look.
Reaper statue and fireworks. Now they're synced again, maybe?
What's that?
Well,
fireworks?
List and Spiff are planning something where they're syncing things up in-game. And now we have Fletcher.
Fletch lives.
Working on bugs.
Bug.
The Ugly Fist. Working on the Norgard Barbarians. We need more barbarians. The Almighty Gix, Vargach, Matt. Psh. He's trying to animate the Farmer in the Dale. Agriculture, animations. He's working on how to properly hoe things. So he's working on his hoeing. He's working on his...
You gotta get out that hoe of prosperity, folks. If you ain't got a hoe, you better go down to your local crafter.
And then Reed is working on the Sequana chair and bone chimes and homes.
Oh, bone chimes. Ooh.
Yeah.
We spoke about those yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, we did. It's kind of like crossing swords.
Never cross streams.
Over in design,
Oh,
Beezus.
that's different. Never mind. The bees.
Working on agriculture. And loots. And creature prefabs.
Loot.
Seawolf.
Sea wolf.
Working on interactives, updates, and testing. And corpses. Damien, he's working on High Veil Outskirt bugs.
Damien. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
But you have to sing it.
Good luck
No
on
more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah.
that.
Oh
Gotta get
yeah,
a
he
sound.
totally got laid. Confirmed.
Nope. Dan the man.
And the man Brennan.
South
He
Fall,
got lucky.
South Fall Wetland and map review. And southeast of Blackblade Mountains.
There you go, Julian. I like that.
What do I have to go look at now? Ring for
I feel
blowjob.
like it wouldn't stop ringing. Ding.
Yeah.
I've been ringing that shit all day.
Sanyo working on the map review and Battle Royale updates and player documentation. Lum the Mad
Lum the Mad.
working on NPC conversation system and the Kobold battle camps.
Oh, interesting. Getting a little updated on those.
Then Sorcerer Steve working on North Quell Way and map review and Marquee Dragon support. Whereas
Yeah, I'm feeling a little
I want support. God.
yeah, you know, there's a little real personal support there going on, huh? I mean, what's the story with that?
a lot of it.
Listen, I was in the
Inquiring
office.
minds
Come on.
want to know.
I know. Yeah, we don't really know what's really going on with the Marquee Dragon support or what kind of things. We do know that there's an in-game item that only Marquee Dragon is allowed to provide to people, and that's the Marquee Dragon Mask. And it is the purple dragon mask. Initially, we thought it was just a dyed mask, but no, it seems to be a unique item
That's right.
that he's allowed to pass out. This means that there's probably another item that he's going to be able to pass out in the very near future.
Well, I know they're working on the Trusted Trader API, so... but again, as the only trusted trader, that seems a little single-minded. But again, that's for later on.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but part of that is a conversation off air. Because we can't really talk about some of that.
Yeah,
Um,
well,
But the Energy Vortex, List Rostov, working on bugs,
bug.
and North Midmere Way. Over in tech, Eric, working on the Creature Prefab refactoring.
Damn it, Bobby.
That was Eric, that wasn't Bobby.
I know. That's why I said, damn it, Bobby. 'Cause he's not there.
Yeah. And bugs.
Bug. No
JY.
rhyme, no reason, no script.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay. JY working on the code reviews and load times and security and localization and quest items. Is that quick enough for you?
Well, you
I-
don't want to be
I-
known as a Minuteman now, do you?
I am definitely not the Micro Machine guy. I cannot talk that fast. Never could. I am a native Texan where we tend to talk a little bit slower.
Crawl.
Yeah. It doesn't mean the thoughts are slower. This means they come out of the mouth a little slower.
That's right. The dirty thoughts are racing through the mind at warp speed all day long.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
ain't enough time in a day to talk about all that.
Yeah. I like to take my time with things. There's no need to be in a rush.
You playing with your pussy over there?
No, I'm trying to tape down the microphone thing because I used some painter's tape to try to keep it down, so that way she doesn't play with it as much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then Wizard
You mean
Smoke.
that blue paint?
Actually, I'm extra special. I have the red painter's tape.
Oh, you have the red pair, huh?
I also use it to hold the green screen up on the door over here. But it keeps on falling off and it's like loses all of its tackiness. Then after that, he's working on agriculture skills. He's trying to make sure and grow those weeds. Or is he trying to de-weed the garden? One of the two.
We're growing the weed, man.
The Deathbringer, one and only, is trying to fix those load time problems. They're trying to get scene loads down to 10 seconds or less.
Yeah, I was talking with Justin about that, and as of the last release, hadn't seen much on load time. That's all I can say.
Well, I do know that there are times that on the QA server where things tend to load substantially faster.
I wonder about that. Yeah.
But that's also because on the QA server, not all the houses are loaded. Like whenever you go into a town on the QA server, you used to actually see a bunch of houses that were empty lots that were claimed in game. Then from there, also, so it didn't have the same number of assets. So,
and I also believe that if you're not a Dev Plus member, your houses don't show up. Is that correct?
Well, I haven't been checking for that. So
I know it used to be like that a while back, and again, I don't do much anymore.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of testing per se on the QA server.
Well, and we should cover that too. Did we cover that yet this week about the new QA testing?
Well, everybody is allowed to access the QA server. We have not discussed the tip program and the changes
that's what I'm talking about. We'll get to that right after this.
Because now it really is just a few and far between will just be able to receive the tip. Then after that, so the Burning Toad working on the localization and Steam and builds and Player Town tree removal. Over in Useless Overhead, we had Andrea working on QA server bugs. And Virtue League.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing there. Maybe hanging out at it? I don't know. Or are they trying to figure out why their arena is so laggy and it's shadows, man. Shadows.
Well, no, it's called 30,000 deco items. That's why they moved it to a different town and a different arena, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's 30,000 items, a lot of lag.
Yeah, not for... I'm exaggerating there, but...
Well, I know, but it is thousands of items that you have to think each of those gets rendered. Then you also have to deal with all the shadows related to all of that, as well as
all the light sources, all the names rendering, all the pets, all the emotes.
Yep. Then the Dippy Bird.
The bird.
Trying to figure out combat balance and load times and it. Yes.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
So are we going to get a floating red balloon for Halloween?
No. Why would we get a floating red balloon for Halloween?
It.
No thanks.
You know the IT crowd?
That connect.
Those guys that keep telling you to restart your computer?
Hey, if I ever got paid by the reboot, I would have been a rich man by now.
Yes, we all would have. Let's see. Gorn working on pulling on his red Speedo as he works on general business. And metrics review and process update. Hutch working on the Reaper statue and bugs. And map review and player home bugs.
Bug.
The Attenwood working on sanity testing and regression tests and sales, SQL updates and localization. Chaos working on the Seed Invest perk data consolidation and release 46 clients and database offers, and Serafina working on Travian meetings and policy updates and regression tests and customer service.
The wonderful customer service.
And the Dark Star working on that release 46 posts in Q4 schedule and tip and the weekly update. And that's what our devs said they were working on yesterday.
That was yesterday. Now, of course, I believe Eclipse would rather everybody get the tip instead of a few people just getting the tip.
Yeah, just give the tip to everybody.
Give the tip to everybody, right?
Yeah, the tip is going to be given to very, very few people.
And now, for those of you who know what the tip program, that was the testing incentives program that was instituted last year, where you would report bugs and get rewards on the QA server. And of course, all that caused was lots of people reporting the same bugs over and over because they just wanted to get the goodies. And of course, if you were playing on the QA server, you used to get a monthly Kodo bonus for spending 4 or 5 hours playing and testing.
Yep.
And that all got suspended when they decided to openly release the QA server to everybody.
Well, they suspended it before they released the QA server to everyone because because they determined that it was too much work.
They didn't suspend it till after the initial influx, and then after the first month, I thought they
suspended it before. It was suspended before, and then they opened the QA server up to everyone. But at the same time, the other day...
They took that all away.
They have decided to reinstate the tip program as a lottery. And each release, they will randomly reward 4 of each of the following rewards. 1 prize per player of the possible prizes of 5 gold crowns. Yeah,
20 players a month will be eligible for these rewards.
So 5 gold crowns, ant farm, antenna, blood cloak, or set of bug paintings. So 4 of each means 20 players, and only 20 players that play for a minimum of 4 hours.
You gotta play 4 hours for a chance to win.
And report at least 1 bug in the QA section of the forums.
They didn't even say if you could get like double. So can I get double, or you get it once and you're done?
You get 1 and done.
So then, bye QA.
That means what's going to end up happening is I'm going to log in for 4 hours. I'm going to report 1 bug, and then if I have multiple, then switch accounts, log in 4 hours, report 1 bug, and instead of sitting there and saying, "Hey, I am rewarded for the number of bugs I report that are unique bugs, and I get a cool thing," it becomes, you know what? I need to log in and I need to just report 1 bug.
I'm sorry, but 4 hours of my life is not worth 20 in 5,000 chance. I mean, it's not worth it.
The question becomes, are they going to see a serious reduction in the number of bug reports on the QA forums and during the QA process because people are disenfranchised with the rewards for bug testing? And you have to remember, it's like we've been QAing this game for for 4 years. Technically, the players of the game are the extended QA department.
All QA in front of you, early access.
Yes, early access, and you get to submit bugs. You get to go through and you get to influence some design in some ways sometimes. But it's one where it's like, I think the rewards are, it needs to be changed to where it's like, if you do that 4 hours and you report a bug, you know what? Guarantee people are going to get some sort of reward. And go ahead and randomize it and say, you know what? There's like an 85% chance of getting gold crowns. Then like, and reduce the percentage. So someone wins the lottery by getting these set of bug paintings. You know what? What?
I just noticed you got pussy lined up all the way around the block over there.
I mean, you're still going to get people like me that get on QA just to make sure the stuff I do every day doesn't have bugs. Like, I still get on and make sure Deco's not broken. I still get on.
And I were hanging out last night during her set, and she's like, I got to get on the QA. I got to make sure everything works. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, she makes sure our life doesn't get nerfed.
And, good reason to use it. I like to use it for different things. You can destroy things, you can mangle things, you can do just about anything you want when the QA opens up, because it doesn't affect the real world. So things that you normally wouldn't do are possible, and without repercussion. That's what I like about the QA. So if I really want to know the answer to a question of, if I blow this all away in permissions, is everybody going to get screwed or not? And I don't want to have to test that on the live server. So,
and you get to look at the new zones first.
Yeah, so you get to check out a lot of the new recipes that are coming in.
I wish they would put the recipes in sooner.
New agriculture to be worked on. I'm seeing a little buzz out there in the agriculture world in the forums with the agriculture skill coming in.
Yeah. Well, I went on the test server last night and I planted garlic just to see when you harvest it if there's anything in, but you can't learn the skill yet. I went to the trainer and the trainer said, I don't teach the skill here.
Okay.
That's always awesome.
That's what happened when they introduced that new life spell too. Like, they put the information like, hey, it's there, but it took them a while to...
Oh yeah, I immediately put that on the board and I said, hey, I'm here at the master trainer. I'm at the master trainer and I can't learn the spell.
Yep, I can't learn the skill and I can't do these things that I need to do in order to test it.
Scope out where the cool stuff to go borrow is going to be at.
Oh, yeah.
Now, of course, one of the new things that are coming in, I guess playing a thief is going to be costly now. Of course, unless you're a good thief.
Well, that's where they really need to work on the stealing skill and actually make it to where the likelihood of getting caught is based off of your theft skill and then the theft detection.
Well, basically there is no more 3 strikes you're out, apparently, according to the release note.
Hey, we haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I know that. Hint, hint, cough,
Are
cough.
we allowed to talk about QA stuff now that's open to everybody?
Absolutely. It's public information.
So
public information.
Claimed rewards on QA, and they gave out another book of unlearnings. So I'm guessing they're worried people aren't going to be happy with those changes.
Well, Chris has already told us, nothing new, that he's making changes to several of the skill trees, and those will be added to the 100% recoup in unlearned. So, might as well just give you a book of unlearning to go boom and do that for you.
Well, now I have 2. So, and a Rule Britannia sheet music.
You can buy them in game. It's not like they're not available every single day.
I have like 20 books of unlearning.
I was going to say, I got a bunch of them, but you can go to the Kodo vendor and buy them on a Kodo vendor. They're only
I like the stuff for free. For free.
Yeah, well, we all like free.
Yeah.
We all like free, that's for sure. But why don't you start at the top and pick up, or we want to just roll
randomly through it? Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we can start at the top and just, start talking about what's to come and all that stuff, and we can get to all the good stuff, juicy stuff on Monday. Yeah.
Maybe. So don't forget, this Release 46 post is a Google Doc that is actually being edited as people submit responses within the thread that I told you about earlier. And so things may change depending on how refreshed Laz and my documents.
Starr posts this thread up on screen, and this is the way it's always worked.
Yeah.
He asks the community members to look over what the proposed notes are, not to tell him about things that he has, annotations to, because he knows that he's got to edit those. But for clarity and content, he asks that everybody read this over and submit suggestions for clarity and content, because a lot of this goes into the new player help. If you go up to that little round shield of a question mark up in the upper right hand corner of your screen, that opens up an extensive help topics that come directly from these edits, and those are updated every month with every monthly release, just so you all know.
What are you talking about?
There is the help section up there you do know there's a help section up on your hotbar up there that has like a manual that's 1,000 pages
the first
thick.
Time I've ever clicked that, and I've been playing for 2 weeks.
Yes, there's all sorts of fantastical, wonderful information if you just read the freaking docs, people. That's right.
Amen.
Big question mark.
Oh my god, a help button.
Why the hell would I ever click on the help button?
Yeah.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
We're all gonna die. But yes, I'll throw that up on screen for y'all.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it's the player guide, which every month you see these things that are highlighted in green up on my screen. Those are the changes that happen every month. So if you want to know what was in this month's changes, all you got to do is scroll through and look for all the highlighted information. And that's the information that was included in the most recent release. So
I need like a kaboom emote where it just goes kaboom. Because everyone's minds just got blown.
Talk to Gix about that. He might be able to get you a kaboom about.
I'm waiting on one butt slap.
Yeah.
That would be...
That's why he's quiet.
We need a bacon emote. We need a bacon emote. That's for sure.
Well, we also need a roll the dice emote. We need all kinds of things.
You're going to be waiting on that roll the dice emote for a long time, my friend. You realize that.
It's never going to go in the game. I don't think that will
not as roll the dice the way you want it.
I don't think that will pass the Starr sniff test.
Gross.
Don't worry, Gix will find a way to slide it by him.
Yeah, it's only if he's really lucky.
Reach it around.
Yes. So don't forget the Release 46 post. Lots of information that is temporary and placeholder text. Spoilers. So, major changes or major things that they're working on in this release are going to be the scenes that have been uncloned, which include the Crooked Shank, North Shattered Hills, Crags, South Fall Wetland, High Vale Outskirts, Northwest Blackblade Mountains, Southeast Blackblade Mountains, and Blackblade Pass. And then the introduction of the side quests for Virtue Banners, and as well as...
Yay, more banners!
Yay, more banners!
I hope it's the hangy kind and not the stick in the ground and shine like daisies.
Maybe. And then stealing rework, audio stuff, as well as Halloween content. So skipping the without further ado stuff, we can go to the story-related stuff, where the High Vale Outskirts, which is the Courage Path, that is going to keep growing, and with additional side quests. They're also rebuilding adventure scenes in Northwest, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
yes.
blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. The Truth Path Edition, spoiler alert, they're getting permission in Exeter to go to... When getting permission in Exeter to go to Xenos, Avitas will demand the player go into the Exeter Crag Mines and retrieve a black iron ore from the bandits there. He mentions that Ransom knows a bit about the place.
Biff, I saw your cat out in Blood River, buddy.
Well, I'm glad I just finished that quest. Looking forward to retrying it.
Blood River?
Well, you did just finish it. And now you're going to do it again.
And again.
We'll-
And again.
Yeah,
we'll
actually,
get
I just finished it about 5 minutes ago listening.
We'll get
All right,
to
I'll go
that.
check
for
Blood
you.
River.
So, the Courage Path Edition, spoiler alert. New arrivals to Norgard are asked to prove their worth to the realm by rescuing a knight of Norgard held captive by kobolds in a nearby expeditionary camp. There are several ways to complete the task depending on which virtue one chooses to follow or ignore.
Options. Yeah, follow or ignore. I like that wording.
So,
I like
Roast
that
them where
wording.
they stand.
well, I wonder if they're going to allow the bribery method, the stealth method, the let's slaughter everything method.
Slaughter everything method.
Light it on fire.
Yeah.
Or the peaceful method.
Or negotiation. But I mean, there's so many options that you can actually include there that I don't know whether or not they included them all. Would have to test it on the QA server. Yay! Install the QA client and play for yourself and figure it out. The Blackblade Pass area was reworked with lots of spoilers, especially if you've read the book.
If you haven't installed the QA client, go make a sandwich and have a drink.
Or 3 beers. They reworked the Blackblade Pass area to establish a Tier 2 path through the mountains and underneath the lava. Now you do not have to go through.
Now, my understanding of reading this is that you're now getting an alternative route through control points that is now Tier 2 instead of Tier 5. Am I reading that correct?
That is correct. So, and as I have said before, spoiler alert, if you have read the novel, Blade of the Avatar, or what sort of Midras.
Blade of the Avatar.
Sort of Midras, you would have realized that there is a couple of chapters where it involves the protagonist going through this path.
You know, I don't want to talk about dragons right now. The dragons pissed me off royally yesterday.
Why, did you get spanked? Or did you get...
Well, you know what happens when you
I'm
take
so
a purple dragon head and mount it?
Oh!
It doesn't stay freaking purple.
Oh.
So I don't understand.
The biggest waste of money he's spent in a while. And
I know Laz made a purchase
It's
off
all
of
your fault.
Laz made a purchase off of Shroud Marketplace. He bought the purple dragon head, and during the mounting process, all the blood drained out of the purple dragon head, and it changed colors. Yeah, so
it's all the couch.
It has become
fault, man.
It has become the flaccid dragon head. That is the new name of Laz's Inn, the Flaccid Dragon Head Inn.
The Flaccid Purple Inn, yeah. Flaccid Purple Dragon. But yes, I did submit a bug report on that because I was a little miffed when my original purple dragon changed color due to the change in the dragon colors. So I assume that, my dragon, even though it was purple, was now changed to whatever color that they call that.
Dude, it's a thing called love. I love this song.
Rainbow Dragons. Ooh, yes, Rainbow Dragon. Moving right along.
List, I love you.
I wish I could hear it. Yeah, again, I'm not going to start today.
It's a thing called Love by the Darkness.
Yeah, again, like I said, I wish I could.
It's a beautiful song. Beautiful. Okay, then after that, we do have, where was I at? Virtue banners. Don't forget there's going to be 8 virtues and 3 principles of the Truth, Love, and Courage, because you all need a little TLC. But the 8 virtues are the Candle of Love banner, the Bell of Courage banner, the Book of Truth banner, the Sword of Valor banner, the Chalice of Honor, and the Ankh of Spirituality banner. And those are all obtained via spoilers.
That's only 6.
Well,
Yes.
Haven't gotten. I mean, that's what they're starting with.
That's what. Yeah, not all of them are making an appearance in this next release. That's right.
And they, like, some of them are obtained by finishing main storyline quest. Others are obtained by defeating a tier 10 enemy in the Courage Club. And let's see, Ebon Dawn Shadowmaster in the Heart of Brittany Sewers. Courage side quests. They have added side quests to the Path of Courage with the following spoilers. And oh yeah, you can only receive 5 of them in Release 46. So 5 of the 6 that have been announced. But Courage side quests, you're going to end up with Dare of the Witch. The children of Harvest will now dare you to spend the night in the house on the hill where they say a witch resides. Mail recovery. Town criers will now pay you for retrieving undelivered mail. And then,
I gotta hunt somebody down and sift through their backpack?
Yeah, I have no idea. And then the Minstrel's Horse Quest, which is along the South Broken Road. An unexpected troll encounter forced a wandering minstrel to run and hide because he's the minstrel for the brave Sir Robin. When he emerged, he found that his horse had been carried away by the troll. The troll has the horse locked in a cage, preparing for dinner. So you must free the horse and return the horse to the minstrel.
You know, I would do that if I could ride the horse away. Otherwise, the horse is troll food, man. I'm telling you.
Well, it would be really funny if you if you returned the troll to the minstrel.
Well, not to mention the horse is
Return the troll to the minstrel? Really?
Absolutely. Because the troll obviously didn't finish dinner.
Now, you know, not for nothing, that would be a great way to achieve your first mount in game when mounts come in, is that when you save the horse and bring it to the minstrel then will reward you
with teaching you how to ride.
Teaching you how to ride a mount. Yes, that would be really great. Yeah, of course, that may or may not be something as planned. This is purely speculative, but hint, that would be a great way to do it, guys.
Okay. So Malice also received some polish. So the Path of Love should be a little bit less confusing, because the Path of Love was only the questline that everybody's been forced to play along for a couple of years. And then Samuel is now joins the player as a quest companion at the end. So hopefully they do some weird things. And they reworked the final finale sequence with the Titan of Love, so there's less confusing crosstalk. And they gave Sequana the crystal chair that is got chains all over it, so she's bound.
Bound with chains.
Yes. And they have also removed the respawning of resources and creatures in the dungeon. So I should be able to finish it finally. Woohoo! Because that's where I'm stuck.
If only you had Banish Undead.
I do have Banish Undead. It's just not high enough.
Pet.
Or a pet, or like skill.
Yeah, skill. Skill would help you.
Skill is what I'm lacking the most of. So lower tier scene rebuilds, we've already covered those multiple times. For those of you that
apparently you don't know a Q
I didn't know what the moo was for. It's like
let's look at the freaking time. Move right along.
Okay. We'll get back to the rest of this stuff tomorrow or Monday if I feel like it. Either that or it's going to be an update on Jack's weekend.
Well,
both.
Are you sure about that?
Although more likely than not, it's going to be more of the Release 46 update because
Dang.
Time for us to go ahead and start winding down and get ready for the weekend. Of course, don't forget the NBNN Shroud Avatar app is available out on your local app store, whether you have a Google device, or you have an iPhone, or you have a Kindle. You can get it on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. And of course, all you got to do is search for SOTA, SOTA, or Shrouded Avatar, or NBNN. Or you can go to nbnn.info and click on one of these pretty little buttons. It'll bring you to the appropriate store where you can then download it to your mobile device. So you can take Shrouded Avatar with you wherever you go, including the NBNN Daily Britannian. You can listen to the radios. You can listen to our podcasts. Of course, you can check out the marketplace, or you can find out what's happening in today's events by checking out the NBNN Shrouded Avatar community calendar, hosted on nbnn.info.
That's right. The community calendar is on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button at the top. Don't forget that community calendar is an aggregate of all of the available calendars that guy knows about. And if you have a public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar that is on Google, or if you want access and you have a Gmail account, you need to email news@nbn.info and say, hey, Laz, hook a brother up, and he'll do something eventually for you. This is the weekend edition of the calendar, so don't forget, all times are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia time.
12 and 6 is around the clock, Monday through Friday. You can always tune in to Radio Free Britannia,
WRFB,
and listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack. Yay.
These guys.
That's right. At 7 p.m. this evening, you can join the Phoenix Republic for their PvE nights. Just contact Malhari or Kazan Phoenix Fire for more information. If you're interested in a little PvP,
with a proper PvP-ness.
you can.
Did we lose Jack?
What? You can go to the town of Vengeance for Vengeance Madness, but I don't know what they're doing with that since it's no longer a PvP town. At 7 p.m. on Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
That rocks.
Is the 70s at 7. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Jackdaw Foxladen is doing the Chaotic Casualties Total Request set, which is sponsored by the Moongate Travelers Guild.
MGT.
At the same time on Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
Is the Record Room, which takes us to Saturday morning or Friday night, depending on where you're at. You need to tune in to Radio Free Britannia. You're gonna miss a cue?
Come on.
Okay. Hey, you did it like 4 other times.
Well, again, no script, no rhyme or reason.
Is
you don't hear it, move on.
The House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. At 7 a.m., you need to wake up New Britannia with Wolftum and Celine on Radio Free Britannia.
With Wolftum and Justin tomorrow.
Oh,
Justin is going to be co-hosting tomorrow morning show.
Okay.
Celine is not going to be able to make it, but the lovely Nurse Justin will be co-hosting on Wake Up tomorrow with Wolftum.
Okay, then after that, at 10 a.m., the Pax Lair community is having their general meeting in the morning edition out in Pax Lair and in their Discord channel. The Church of the Dark Star is currently on hold. At 8 p.m., you can listen to Asclepius and Lord Baldrith with Echoes from the Caverns on Avatar's Radio. At 8:30 p.m. is the Pax Lair General Meeting. Don't forget that's taking place in their Discord channel and in-game in the town of Pax Lair. At 10 p.m. is the Noma Promo.
Noma
Promo. Promo.
You pronounce it how you want. I pronounce it how I want.
Okay. Working on the out in the town of Novian Market, where you can go find some awesome deals. This is the Asian edition with requests. And also, at the same time, on Avatars Radio, you need to listen to DJ Brazen Spirituality with Dancing with Brazen.
Dancing
yes.
with Brazen.
That takes us to
Sunday.
At
the Fairpark Coliseum.
1 a.m. Noma Promo Asia Edition again, now with request. Don't forget, if you're looking for a discount or a sale on something, you need to message them, and they'll get you hooked up and go to the town of Novian Market for some awesome deals. At the same time, at 1 a.m., you need to tune in to Radio Free Britannia for the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow.
That tracks.
6 a.m., the European edition of the Noma Promo out in the town of Novian Market. 9 a.m. on Avatars.
No request.
It doesn't say request there.
I know, no request.
No request. 9 a.m. on, you have DJ Striker Sparhawk taking over Avatars Radio with Lost in the Spaces, which is an eclectic flow of tunes. At noon, the Noma Promo is doing the Americas edition out in the town of Novian Market. At 12:30 in the town of New Britannian Market in the museum, you can join Bo and Bloodgood for Astronomy Night and learn all about the celestial system related to Shroud of the Avatar. At 1 p.m. on Avatars Radio, Dr. DJ Seelith is doing Faster and Louder.
Faster, louder.
At 2 p.m., you need to join the Bear Tavern crew out in the town of Barron's Reach, or the Bear Tavern pub crawl, because all great adventures begin in a pub. I mean, what else did you learn from D&D? Go to a pub. Great adventures are born.
You ever have that DM who just won't let you start a quest till you go meet everybody else in the damn pub?
Something like that. And don't forget, the final event of the weekend is going to be Bacon on Avatars Radio with Lady Addie. And that is our community calendar for the September 22nd through the 24th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. That's right. Now, don't forget, if you follow us on Twitter, you follow us on Twitch, you follow us on YouTube, or you just follow us right here in the game. Don't forget, NBN is the place to get the latest news and information right here inside the game. And, of course, got to remind you, Storm's Pets has still got us giving away some pets to you guys. He handed me a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you follow on Twitter, get out there and check it out for your chance to win a pet from Storm's Pets. And this is great stuff from him. Everything from City and Bears down to Palominos.
Oh, he can tame cats too.
Oh yes, absolutely. Ferocious Reds, Obsidian Bears, Palominos. He's got a host of pets for us to give away, and all you got to do is go out on Twitter and follow the instructions for your chance to win one of those pets. But of course, don't forget to tune in to nbnn.info throughout the week to stay updated on the latest news and events here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Of course, the Airy Fund, Gamers Helping Gamers, taking on the fight to breast cancer. Think Pink coming up in the month of October, but don't let that stop you. Don't be shy. The campaign is active. Over $600 has already been raised for the Think Pink cause, and I'm going to encourage everybody to get out there between now and the end of this cause and help out, do a little something, and make the world a better place to live in, because, you know, shit sucks out there these days, people. Coil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. If you're looking for that custom wand or stave, go out to Coil More Wands. Arius Coil More, taking care of you. Scrota's Music. We'll tell you more about that in the marketplace. Oops. I don't know how I did that. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out all the vendors down at Market Road. located in Black Rock Cove in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter and the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience. RelicsByReal.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want to save a little money when you check out at RelicsByReal.com, you just can't live without the I Love This Shit NBNN bumper sticker. Go to RelicsByReal.com. Use the promo code NBNM when you check out. You'll save 10% off your purchase. RelicsByReal.com. And last but not least, Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs out there in the world. And Jack's going to tell you all about that.
Oh, yeah. Shroud Market.
Wrap us up and take us at it.
Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. There are currently over 72 players.
70 plus
players registered as vendors on Shroud Marketplace. Each vendor is responsible for maintaining their own inventory and setting their own prices. And that includes things like dragon heads, which Laz bought one yesterday and found out that it didn't mount as the purple dragon head. But don't forget, anything and everything can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace, from accounts to game gold to Crowns of the Obsidian to store credit, all the way to services.
Where's my elephant?
If you're looking to buy something, you need to check out Shroud Marketplace, go through the different categories where you're looking for stuff. And if you're interested in selling your stuff, go ahead and register as a vendor and start adding your items to Shroud Marketplace. Best place to go buy or sell anything Shroud related. Yay!
Yay.
And it's actually past our time for getting out of here. I blame that guy. But we do need to.
It's all my fault. It's all Laz's fault.
We do need to thank you for watching out, hanging out with us in Discord. Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do this stuff without you guys, and we do it for you. So thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you very much for joining us. And of course, stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings. The latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on the NBNN lot. It's Friday, so have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll be back next week with more right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great one, everybody. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye. Let's go take care of your mom. Give her a hug from
us.
us.
Have a good weekend now.